On the terrace of the Mathuran keep, a man rose from his divan and walked to the sideboard. Picking up the decanter, he poured for himself, then returned to his scented cushions and scrolls, subsiding into their soft embrace. He gazed at the golden wine, flecked with tints of the setting sun, then sipped, eyes closed. He raised his fingers delicately. His attendant, graceful and swift, appeared by his side with a fruit basket and softly placed an orange in the man's outstretched hand. It was easy to tell the man enjoying what it was easy to tell the man enjoying a good time was Krishna, partly by the peacock feather in his crownlet, but mainly because of the cool indifference with which he peeled an orange while his city burned. It was not as if it was Krishna's fault. He was a man of peace, yet his enemies loved to bring him war. If only they could do it in silence, he thought morosely. The racket of catapults in the distance made it difficult to tell the sound of drums from the pounding of rocks against the city walls. It was an act of desperation on the part of the Magadhan Empire. Huge as the catapults were, they did not have the range to throw their burdens over the third sister into the city, not without coming into range of Mathura's own catapults. So the rocks just slammed off the barbicans and defensive towers without doing any damage. And since the rocks could not breach the walls of the third sister and let the soldiers in, all the Magadhans achieved was to make the life of Mathurans miserable with migraine. Smashing rocks against the impregnable walls of Mathura was all very well, but those musty catapults took a long time to wind up and swing. In the meantime, the Mathurans responded by slipping behind the picket lines to give the Magadhans a taste of their own medicine by burning their food tents and stealing their imperial standards. The siege wasn't all machines and rocks, however. To the east, where the third sister was to the east, where the third sister was the shortest, brave Mathuran soldiers on the wall responded by feverishly shooting arrows down the throats of their equally brave but hapless enemies, who tried to climb the wall no one could scale. Krishna could not see all of this with his own eyes, of course, but his web of informers was kept busy. What he could see from where he lounged was the smoke that rose high in wind sculpted columns outside the third sister. The scene would certainly have impressed a newcomer, but for the Mathurans, it was just another day in the 10-year-old war with the empire.